Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing more mobile games on BlueStacks, but this time I have a proper mouse, like an actual wireless mouse. It's got RGB colors, lights, side buttons and all that, so you can actually game better. Thinking 4x4 Mania, that's going to take a while to load. Might just do a grind video on Offroad Outlaws to get some more money, because I'm thinking of building a mud racing vehicle, like a mud runner kind of vehicle. Which should be fun, but I gotta get the money to make or to purchase the vehicle before I can make it. On my second monitor, I've got my task manager open, showing me my maxed out CPU, memory, and GPU. I got my RAM coming in a couple of days, so should be able to fix the memory issue. And then hopefully that fixes the other issues, but I doubt it. I'm just gonna stop the recording until the Offroad Outlaws loads. Okay, so back in the game, or the game just loaded. I haven't done much, as you can see. I've only got $7 grand, and I've got a '69 Bronco set up for Baja. You can see the I-beam type is what Offroad Outlaws calls it. I can't remember the actual name of that front suspension. I got the Baja bumper with the winch on it, a nice 60s teal blue. This would be a stock color. Of course, it'd come in gloss, but I didn't get it in gloss. Should have though, because then I wouldn't have to pay 50 gold for the glossy paint. Anyways, I really love this style for this show truck here, the car show truck. The orange with the black line and the blue and white goes so well together. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that same kind of design on this. I'm going to do the orange, white, and black Baja little circle on the side here, and probably on the hood with a stripe maybe. That's going to cost a lot of gold and money though, so that's why I'm going to be grinding out some cash today. Max out my suspension here real quick. Of course, my back travel is going to be way higher than my front, because Offroad Outlaws can't make things consistent. Then again, this also isn't like proper trophy front suspension. Like, they don't call it trophy, so it makes sense that it's not in line with the trophy rear suspension. We'll bring this down a little bit so I bring them front tires out. A little bit of a wider stance on this. I'm thinking of putting the wider fenders on it. I'll show you the wider fenders I'm talking about in a second. Let me get this back lowered down. That looks pretty good. Just gonna bump my dampening up on both front and rear. Looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to body here. I'll show you the I'm thinking of putting those fenders on it. Now it does cut the back fender from stock, this small little wheel well, to this much bigger wheel well, but for Bajaing, it's going to incorporate the tires much better. They'll have a lot more travel up into the fender, whereas before they'd hit the fender being right here. I'm thinking these wider ones, they kind of line up with the bar of the bumper there a little bit, and then they're going to make it look better when I have the wider tires sticking out to here. I'm going to change it out for the trophy front suspension to make it look good with the, to make it match the axle width and lift of the back trophy suspension. So if you don't know how to get money in this game, you find crates or do little trails. There's mapped out trails throughout the game. And the best way is crates, because you find a crate and it normally has anywhere from $100 to $5 grand. And of course, $5 grand is the best, but they're also the least common. And they also have loot crates. Turn that down. Okay. They've also got loot crates, or lock boxes they call them, that have a lot more money in them. Just trying to figure out how to get it to capture my actual full game. 1 second here. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Back onto the game. There we go. Now you're not seeing all the sidebars and stuff. Okay. So I'm just going to drive through the few locations that I found. Oh, I lost it. Why? There we go. Okay. I'm just going to drive through the few locations that I did find, or I most commonly find crates in. The game is going to have a little bit of lag, because my RAM and everything is pretty much maxed out. Running 98% used on my CPU and 90% on my memory, 75% on my GPU. I don't have a very good graphics card, so I mean it makes sense that it's pretty bad. Also, the game probably looks pretty fuzzy because I'm running low graphics, but BlueStacks is set for a really high pixel density, so that it should be less pixelated, just more, or less quality. Though it still has the mud chunks and stuff. I could turn it up to medium, but it'd lag a little bit more. I'm thinking when I get the RAM, I might turn it up to medium just to run it with the higher graphics. Usually over in this part of the desert map. It's a pretty bad lag spike. Pull the map here. So you start kind of here. This is the mud pit, you'll see. So you can start here, 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 or sometimes you'll start over here. You can go through this way and get to this area, but I usually find a crate here somewhere and over here somewhere, so that's why I go up through here and down and search this area. If there's nothing there, I come over to this area. Sometimes you'll find one up on this bank here, and then if you can come back through here, over, sometimes there's a crate spawn there. I had a crate spawn there a couple of times. You come over and you're gonna jump over. There's a little bump kind of lip here. You jump that and then come over here, and sometimes there's crates in here. Crate spawns here occasionally and here occasionally, and then you come down through here. And I usually find a couple of crate spawns in this pathway here, and one there, and sometimes, very rarely, I'll find one spawn in there. So that's going to be my route, to see if there are any crates. Now I'm just going to keep doing that over and over to get money, and then occasionally I'll stop and just do some upgrades to this, or see how much money I need for the truck. So the mud truck I'm going to be running is a F450 Platinum Dually, and that is $25,000, I think. So it's going to be quite a bit of money, I have to say about, especially considering my luck here. I haven't found any crates. Usually I'll find one by the time I get over here. There's also barn finds, like little hidden cars around the map that you can collect and build up. They're kind of a pain to build, but I found if you look for crates in a barn find, more crates spawn around the map, like they're more occasional. I don't understand it. I'm guessing it's because it's a coded in the game car. It's like a lucky kind of car, so they might have given it extra stats in the whole loot crate thing, but I don't think they did, because that'd be pretty weird. for them to just code in secretly. For Baja trucks, I like to run 4-wheel drive with my rear diff locked. That way I still have some pretty good steering in the front diff, but my truck can actually make it up some of these hills. Now, I would prefer manual, so that I can get more control over speeds and stuff, and then I can more fine-tune my gears. But I am not going to do much gear tuning with this truck, because I know once I get more trucks in this game, I'm probably never going to use this one again. But I might stick with a couple, like 3 or 4. On my phone, I have this game too, and really, I haven't found a single map, or a single crate this map. On my phone, I have this game too, and I had 100 vehicles, and I sold a bunch to make like $6 million, which is a lot in this game, but it goes fast, like real life. Anyways, so yeah, I sold a bunch of vehicles, and I'm down to like 7 or 8, but I have one main vehicle that I like to run, which is the F450 Platinum dually lifted way up in the air with monster truck suspension. It's got some tall, thin mud tires on it. Matte black paint job, bullhorns. You'll notice I'll put bullhorns on all of my vehicles if I can afford it. I'm not running them on this truck because I couldn't afford it, but probably going to when I get back, even though I haven't found any crates, so I should be out of money. I just paused it for that loading scene there because there's an ad. I don't want to like watch any ads in my videos and get copyright struck or anything, so that would suck. 174. You guys can see it fine, but on my screen I've got a crack running right here. It's all like purple bled out, so I can't see right there what number it is, so I have to look over on my second monitor on the recording, because that one isn't cracked, so I can see what number is there. Because on my screen it's just a black blob. Okay, we're going to customize body. I've got 41 gold, which is a decent amount. I'm gonna put bullhorns on it because I want to. $500, 3 gold. If I really did the calculations, I could figure out the gold to dollars. I think it's like 1 gold per $100 or 1 gold per like 1,000. Or if it was 3 gold for 500. I'll do the math another time. I've done it before and it came out to I think a whole number, like an even number of something that ends in 0 or a 5 or something. I don't know why I said even. 5 isn't even, and 0 really isn't either. Let's see, I want to see if I can put the bumped out fenders on. 25 gold, I can. Perfect. So it's pretty expensive to put front trophy. I-beam type's what Offroad Outlaws calls that type of suspension. This is the stock solid axle, leaf spring design. And you got I-beam type, independent, which you can see puts camber because it's a double wishbone. The wishbones aren't aligned properly. This is good if you want a drift car or something, because if you bring the wheels way up inside, they'll be at an angle this way. A positive camber, that's a negative camber. Solid axle pro is pretty good crawling axle. And you got trophy type, which is double wishbone, properly aligned, so it's perpendicular to the ground. It's a straight up and down. And you got monster suspension, which can go way up in the air. They're all pretty expensive. I need 25 gold or $5,000 if I want trophy type. And then you can make it heavy duty, which thickens everything. It doesn't change any of your customization options. It just makes it stronger and beefier and it looks better. Or something like the thin Solid Axle Pro, it makes it look more like a beefy axle. Independent type, it beefs it up. It's basically just an aesthetic feature. This makes it all thicker. See those are really thin axles out there in the axle housing. Put this on it looks like a real solid axle that you can trust. I can't really get around the side to see, but I'm pretty sure it thickens your drive shaft going down to it too. Can't swap out my front axle, and I can't lift it anymore, I don't think. Well, I can, but it brings the front end way in. I'll bring it up. Bring it up to 16,000 just because it's going to make it look more dropped out when I've got the truck jumped or something. I'm trying to use this line to like level off the Bronco. I want a little bit of forward tilt in it. That's pretty good. 15.4. So what I'm talking about is when the front end lifts off the ground, these will drop down more. So this black bar here will be more like at a downwards angle, so the front end will drop down. If you've ever seen a Baja truck like go off a jump or something, you'll know what I'm talking about. It brings the tires way in close at the bottom, kind of like an old school tractor. The tires really close down to a point. As you can see, I haven't unlocked the other maps. I've only been playing this game for like a day, so I don't have the experience from crates or the gold from crates to unlock the more maps. Just gonna lock in 4-wheel drive with my rear diff. You can see when I was talking about the mud pit, that's the mud pit I was talking about. Like I said, there's a crate spawned over here. Let's see if I can get it from this far away. No, I gotta go closer. Was there another crate over there, or is it just my tire tracks? Probably hear me clicking all the keys in on my keyboard. I need to get a quieter keyboard. Or a louder keyboard. Get like a full-on mechanical, loud, clickety-clack keyboard. It'd be pretty cool. With the RGB lights in it and stuff. I got a couple on my Amazon wish list. But they're pretty expensive for just a simple keyboard. Even wired ones are pretty expensive, like 20-30 bucks. That doesn't seem very expensive, but for a keyboard it's pretty pricey. And then if you want like an actual name brand Alienware or something like that, it gets even pricier. You get up to like 70-80 bucks. My game says I'm running 18 FPS, but my recording software says 13. It's probably gonna look really choppy on your end. Or it might look really good, I'm not sure. Sometimes if you go this way, so this is the start area here, you come up and around. Sometimes you can take this back route here and bring yourself back down over the jump there. Sometimes you'll find a crate here. Sometimes you'll find a crate there. It is currently an automatic transmission. They're good because that means when you press the brake pedal it backs up, you don't have to shift it into reverse. Just one thing, I wish some games had some kind of option to where you could go neutral through 6. This game only has 5 gears. I'd prefer if it had 6. If you could go neutral through 6, like you could upgrade the transmission and get more gears or something, and then it would unlock another option to be able to shift into reverse or press the brake pedal and still have it do reverse while being able to shift neutral through sixth. That'd be a very nice feature, because then, like I said, there's a crate here. Because then you wouldn't have to shift like 8 times if you were in 6th gear and you hit a wall or something. You wouldn't have to shift all the way down into reverse. You could just hit the brake pedal. It's probably just going to be a lot. This video is just going to be a lot of me driving around. I'm hoping to save up enough to buy the truck in this video, or I'll at least show you what truck I'm talking about. This thing struggles to break 50. That's sad. I wish that they would add the, they have the 79 F-150 or F-250, like the really desirable, good-looking year of Fords. They have one of them, but it's for premium members only. And I wish that they'd make it available to non-premium, but only if you paid gold. And I don't care if they make it some crazy gold price, like 1,000 gold to buy the truck. That would be reasonable to me, just in order to get the truck, because that's like my favorite truck in real life and in game. Another thing I want to make is a mudding buggy, like Volkswagen buggy. Because they have Volkswagen buggies in the game with like a twin-turbo V8 strapped in the back. It's really cool. It'd be cool to lift one up and make it a mudding buggy. Like, they kind of did a sand rail or a sand buggy version in a, in like a special car that they added to the store. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's harder to explain than it is to just show you. Here's an ad. Pause it like right in the nick of time for that ad. I don't have a mouse pad or anything. I'm just on a wooden desk, so you'll hear my hand squeaking against the desk like you just did there. You'll hear me pick up my mouse and set it down because it's a pretty small area. I just got it a couple hours ago, so I really haven't set anything up. I just wanted to get recording with it. I'm going to the dealership. There's a limited edition section, and they've got all these cool custom wraps. So these are all wrap layers, like each individual line they had to place, and each one of these colored circles they had to place. Well, there's each one of these dots they had to place in and stuff. And then they've got, here's the buggy I was talking about. So it's got sand tires on it. I want to make one lift it up a little bit higher. So if I can, I'm not sure. They have a completely custom suspension, so it's not like I can put the Baja suspension or the monster truck. So this is the only suspension type you get for it. Here's the V8 twin turbo I was talking about they got in the back, with the exhaust sticking straight out and a wing on it. It's pretty cool. I want to lift mine up to maybe, so this floorboard here is there, just a little bit higher, and then put some mudding tires on it. Look pretty cool. Then they got this Army Willys Jeep that's really cool. The American flag on the side there, American flag on the grill with the U.S. Marines and the star, the shovels and axe and stuff. These are rock crawling bogger tires. And they got this bike here, which I saw a YouTube video on how to build this exactly as they have it built. It was uploaded a couple of years ago, but I noticed it a couple of days ago and built one myself on my phone. And then today I log on, it says new limited edition of vehicles are available, check them out. And so I checked it out and saw this bike, and I was like, oh my god, they must have watched the YouTube video or something, because that's crazy. This is the 79 I was talking about. This truck would be so nice to get without having to pay for a premium membership or buy it for $4. If it was like 1,000 gold, I would buy it. And then there's Ranger, an F550 tow truck, which actually works. You can see it can tow trucks, but it can't tow trailers. got the whole crane mechanism that moves up and down. You get a control for that. Here's the new Raptor, which personally I think is hideous. I don't like that they curved the back of the cab down around. I wish that they brought it straight down. They should have put a full size and not like a 4-foot bed on it. And then the front end's ugly too. Don't know what that is. It's like your stereotypical safari vehicle. This is the new Toyota Tundra. Looks exactly like the Ranger in my opinion. Like, I see no difference between that and this. Besides the grille. Everything else, like this, looks the same as this to me. Like, someone copied off the test. It was like, Ford, or Toyota asked Ford, can I copy? And Ford was like, yeah, don't make it obvious though. And this is what Toyota came up with. Second gen Ram. Yeah, Mercedes 6x6. The new 2021 Bronco. My opinion, two-door looks better. And the off-road version looks better, or the sport looks better than the road version. They call it the Outlaw because copyright. Outlaw looks pretty cool too, though. This is the Cat Eye Chevy, or Chevy Silverado. This is another one of them. Isuzu Trooper, I think is what it's called. This is a Toyota Land Cruiser. First gen Ram. 69 Bronco. This is like one of the only good years of the Silverados in my opinion. Jeep XJ. Toyota Hilux. This is the F450 Platinum I was talking about. I have to wait 14 days and 4 hours. I have to play for 14 days and 4 hours before I'm going to unlock it. Like to non-members. It's got the chrome platinum badge in the back, the platinum bumper. It's got the little F450 shape here. If it was a 350, it'd be forward and down. F450 mirrors, normally they're chrome. They didn't make them chrome. It's got the platinum grille there. This is one of my favorite trucks in the game, and then this is my favorite truck in the game. I wish that they added the second cab because that'd be pretty cool. Let me try and find the buggy. This is the buggy here. It's pretty expensive. 45,000. I might do this before the truck because once again I have to wait 14 days to unlock it because I just got the game. It'd be cool if they added the second cab to this Ranger here. The extended cab or crew cab or whatever you want to call it. As well as the Silverado, or the square body, I mean. Here's another Silverado. Forget the name of that one. There's a 2015 Raptor. I say it's a 2015 simply because of the grille. This is the shape of the grille they had in 2015. I want Offroad Outlaws developers to update this Raptor because I think some of the newer ones looked better, like 2018 and stuff. Third gen Ram, my opinion, hideous truck. There's a Jeep. Wish they added the second door because the four-door Jeeps look better, but I'm not a Jeep guy. Hummer and stuff. I think that's the end of the video though, because I'm getting pretty bored.